Well, I thought I might as well do this on camera. As you can see, I've attached the garden hose. I used it first to put a little bit of water in the bowl here, because I'm going to test the operation of the pump first. But on these smart drive machines, you can't run them without water attached, because it actually uses the water to water cool the power MOSFETs. So bad to run them without the cold water line coming in. In fact, they may not even run. So we're going to see. Power it up. That's a good sign. Advance it to spin, where it'll first eject all its water and then spin the crap out. Doesn't matter what I do with these really. Here's the pipe. Oh, look at that. It's doing wheeze. It's a wonderful sign. Although we're not necessarily out of the woods yet. We've still got make sure that it actually gets rid of all the water and it completes the spin cycle. Then I run it for a really short low wash cycle out here, and if there's no leaks coming from the bottom under here, which there shouldn't be because I'm using the original gasket and shit, as you saw, and they weren't leaking. I can't see any leaks. I mean, I'm not going to film this for 10 minutes while the washing machine goes through the entire spin cycle. I might not even let it go through the whole entire spin cycle. I'm not that patient. But I want to see it spin up, and I want to see it shoot a little. Well, it won't shoot much water out because there's no cloves in there. Here it goes. Want to spin up. When it fucked out first, initially we thought it might have been the tilt sensor, because they have a bit of a tilt sensor in them to detect an unbalanced load. It sort of gave us an impression because it was doing the wash cycles, but it wasn't entering the spin cycle, so it was a bit of a red herring really, because well, it actually wasn't entering the spin cycle because it couldn't finish its pumping cycle. We'll figure that out. Shouldn't really count my chickens before they hatch, but I was sure lucky to have an old motor lying around. I should have taken better care of it, but looks like we got away with it at this stage. It may not last that long, who knows, but it should keep us going for a while. But when that one does fail, we'll just order one. Apparently they're only 35 bucks, so you know. Now I'm ranting. Well, I actually ended up with the pump because I ended up with most of the parts of one of these that I scored off one of my friends, Rani actually, who had one that had stuffed out completely, and I ripped it apart and I took the smart drive motor out because I wanted to use it to make some sort of wind turbine or something at some stage, and that's still a project on the back burner. Take their time to spin up, but it's starting to spin up right now. Here it goes. And the good news is that the water's still coming out, so the pump's been running all this time and it's still running. Because before, when it was faulty, I could get it to spin up after about 5 or 6 tries when the pump had removed enough water for the water level sensor to agree that things were hunky-dory. But it took like 5 or 6 stop-starts to do that. Now it looks like we're away. There's a wee drip under here. Hard to tell. Doesn't look like much. Just a bit worried some of that might be the backflow from this being down here. Right. Okay, that's enough. I'm turning this in what was supposed to be a quick video into a rant and a rave, aren't I? Lid's locked. Actually, I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Pause that. Lid's not locked. Still spinning down. It was spinning quite fast. It just doesn't make much noise when there's no clothes in it. Lid's unlocked. There we go. Oh yeah, okay. Washing machine. going to put some cloves in it and give it a whirl.